1, 2, the cut down.
ASUS have come in. ASUS have come in, and this is what they believe is going to be able to shake up the industry and potentially be the Steam Deck killer, because they are touting this to be 2x the performance, 2 times the performance of the Steam Deck. Boy, that's going to be a lot. And as of the 11th of May, 2023, in these 3 regions, so obviously just calculate it based on the region that you're in, from New York, London, 3 p.m., we're going to be staying tuned and we're going to do a reaction video to it once we know the full specifications and stuff. But we do have some news and breakdown of the specifications already, which is going to be very interesting as we go deeper into it. But yeah, this is the ROG Ally. So we've got the stream link right here, and that's going to be something that we're going to be tuning in. We're going to put a notification on there, and that is 9 days from now, we shall know, right? And the global keynote will be coming in. Sean Yen, Product Management Director of Gaming Business Unit, ASUS. It's going to be very interesting to see what they say. These are other key people that are part of there as well. You've got the CVP head of Xbox hardware. Wow, okay, that's going to be interesting. Wow, that's really caught my eye, actually. And the Chief Architect of Gaming Solutions and Marketing at AMD. Yeah, this is going to be a big one, all right? Counting down less than 9 days. Let's watch a trailer and get a grip of what we have to work with when it comes to the ROG Ally.
Crown. Introducing ROG Ally, ROG's first handheld console. This time, we're finally bringing true PC performance to your life on the go. The ROG Ally is a Windows gaming handheld that allows you to pick up and play all your game libraries wherever you are, whenever you want. To make it all possible, ROG and AMD work together to custom make the fastest AMD APU yet. Taking your AAA game out of your gaming room is no longer a fantasy, and thanks to the high-performance display, you can enjoy gorgeous and smooth full HD gaming wherever you go, even under the sun or the spotlight. The Ally is the achievement of years of ROG intelligent cooling. Featuring a dual fan design, it stays cool and silent in your hands and guarantees great performance with quiet operation. Get instant access to all your games and settings in Armoury Crate. Set up different key mappings and add games from multiple platforms. Experience Ally's full potential with the ROG XG Mobile eGPU while charging your device and streaming your game to the big screen. All you need is the ROG Ally, and all it needs is you. Take it wherever you go and play wherever you are. ROG Ally. You'll never have to stop gaming again.
What's my thoughts? I want one. I want one. Oh my goodness. But before we even talk about me wanting one, right? What are some of the key takes that we had from here? So we're going to break it down. We're going to switch over and we're going to look at some of the key specifications that have already been leaked, apparently, right? And this is what we've got. This is an article from GameSpot.com, right? When it says the ROG Ally specs revealed a powerful new Steam Deck competitor. And what we're looking at is at the heart of the ROG Ally is a 6-core AMD Ryzen Z1 chip with RDNA, Radeon DNA graphics generation 3 chip, which makes use of AMD Super Resolution Fidelity FX Super Resolution upscaling technologies. I don't know whether that's the latest FSR 2.2 or new version of FSR that they're going to be using. For the display, the ROG Ally has a 7-inch full high definition 120 hertz screen that is capable of up to 500 nits of brightness and has a 7-millisecond response time. That's impressive. It is using 16 gigabytes of low-power double data rate Generation 5 RAM, Dolby Atmos support through the speakers, and the entire package has an overall weight of just 608 grams. As for storage, the ROG Ally will ship with a 512 gigabyte SSD, which can be further expanded with a micro SD. Nice. So this is what we've got right here. 7-inch 1080p, 120 hertz, 7-millisecond touch display with AMD FreeSync adaptive sync support. So I believe that does mean that we should be getting variable refresh rate with VRR. We don't know what range, but this is going to be a very good look. And the AMD Ryzen Z1 or Z1 series CPU or system on a chip with the built-in RDNA 3 Generation 3 graphics. Yeah. And it looks to be a PCI Express Generation 4. Again, this is all rumor mill, but one thing that really stuck out to me is the fact that they owned and stated that this will be a Windows 11 operating system handheld portable PC gaming device. Haptic feedback, fingerprint for unlocking. This looks sick. This just looks sick. Right. But what's really at the heartbeat is this, right? As of very recently, AMD just announced their Z1 or Z1 series processors for handheld PC gaming. They have specifically put this as handheld PC gaming, right? And if we look at what they've been able to do, this is the Asus ROG Ally all over it. And that's all over it. That's exactly what you're seeing right here. That's the product that you are seeing plastered everywhere to showcase it, right? And this is based on the AMD Zen 4 processor technology combined with the powerful AMD RDNA 3 graphics. And this is phenomenal. And I believe this should be on the TSMC 4nm second generation node. So to have this level of gaming performance, it does seem a little bit more believable that this is going to be 2x of performance. And with FSR technologies and upscaling and image reconstruction technologies, this should be a very, very interesting take to gaming, right? Two people that I've seen have had this, a couple of other outlets have had it, but Dave 2D, as well as Linus Sebastian from LTT. What else do we have? Specifications of the Z1 and the Z1 Extreme. So the Z1 is using 6 performance cores on a 12-thread architecture, which is the SMT, which is their simultaneous multi-threading technology. And then you've got 4 compute units for the RDNA 3 graphics. I don't know how many stream processors are in one compute unit nowadays, but I'll check. And you've got the cache level of 22 megabytes. I don't know whether that's L1, L2, or L3. And then the thermal design power, TDP, is between 15 to 30 watts. Now we go to the Extreme. The Extreme is still within the same power envelope of 15 to 30 watts. So there probably is like a dynamic power approach to it, right? But you do have 8 performance cores, 16 threads, again with SMT, 12 compute. Whoa! Did we just go from 4 to 12 compute units? That's nuts. 24 megabytes of cache, and it's still within the 50. Yo, that's insane. That's hella insane. And obviously, everything's going to be based around the FSR, fidelity effects, super resolution technology. Yeah, this is nuts. Okay, so we have a combined of 8 megabytes of L2 cache and 16 megabytes of level 3 cache. Oh my goodness, this is sick. Radeon Super Resolution, FreeSync technology with VRR, Radeon Boost. Yeah, this is nuts. This is hella nuts. This is hella nuts. Oh, I want this. I definitely want this. I definitely want this. Yo. Let's go back to the Z1 for a moment. Learn more about the Z1. Look into the full specifications of the Z1. So the Z1 has a combined 6 megabytes of L2. Yeah, so 24. Okay. Boom. Full specifications. This is a beast. Oh my goodness. Where have we gotten to that we are getting console level gaming in our hands, but with our PC? Oh my goodness. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is Radeon Technology Groups in their bag. When RTG, Radeon Technology Groups are good and they're doing well, I like to call them AMD. When they're not doing well, I like to call them RTG, right? But they are doing well when it comes to this because this is impressive. This is impressive based on the overall, as well as having Wi-Fi 6E. Obviously, it's not Wi-Fi 7, but it's fine. Wi-Fi 6E is more than good in that retrospect. And you've got the micro SD, you know, so you're able to expand it further and install your games and play it from there. Ooh, this is looking kind of juicy still, not gonna lie. And if we go to obviously the YouTube page and see who's actually had hands-on with it, like as stated, right? Definitely go check out Dave 2D. Really loved his breakdown of it as well. This has just been a very interesting take. And one of the key things that he did say that really I found fascinating was the control of the fan noise. The control of the fan noise was pretty much immaculate. Pretty much immaculate to the point where, and again, he shoots at 60 frames a second as his base to be able to see it. And you can see the gameplay that is really coming through, right? This is what they've shown. And even he's saying that it's actually 5 milliseconds. It's 120 hertz, 7-inch, 1080p, 500 nits, 16:9 aspect ratio. Okay. Right. Definitely. I'll link Dave 2D's video in the comment section below. All the relevant links as well. Definitely go check out his content on it. This, yo, my pockets are ready. My pockets are ready, blood. Oh my goodness. This is insane. This is insane. Now, is this going to be a Steam Deck killer? I don't know. I mean, the price has really got to come in correct, right? If you see where's the Steam Deck? Here's what we got in the UK with the Steam Deck, right? Out of stock, fine, no problem. But the base with the eMMC memory is £349. Are you mad? That's an amazing point of entry when it's in stock, right? But it's out of stock now. And if you see the next jump up, you get 256, so it's 4 times the storage, faster, carrier case, exclusive queue. You know, like, this is insane. They are definitely making a loss at each unit. But you see, Valve is making a lot of money on Steam. They take about 30% cut for every piece of software that is sold on the Steam store. And the fact that they're able to optimize it through their Linux-based Steam OS and really gain that advantage, this is how accessible and how Valve have been able to make Steam Deck very successful. At the same equivalent 512 gigabytes of storage, right? If you consider the upgrades that we're bringing here with the new generation processor that's more efficient, more powerful, with the extra storage, 16 gigabytes of RAM, the display being brighter, high resolution, and faster and smoother. And it's running Windows 11, which means it's more compatible. Well, I would say more familiar, but I would say the user interface is much more intuitive and slick on Steam OS because it's more bespoke. But then you've got things like with their Armory crate and the software that they've nailed on it, as well as the expandability with the expansion port where you can, you know, dock it, use a much more powerful dedicated graphics up to an RTX 4090, I believe. Yeah, this is incredible stuff. But you see, at that same price equivalence where you're getting the Steam Deck at 512 gigabytes for £570, I think, and this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, but I think somewhere within the range of 650 to 750 pounds, right? I don't think it was sold in large quantities and be in such high demand like what it is on the Steam Deck. But boy, oh boy, someone like me is buying it. I'm telling you straight now, I'm copping this. I'm so copping this. Here's the problem. What happens when you get older as an adult, right? You somehow end up being able to afford all the things you couldn't afford as a kid when you were at the mercy of your parents saying you weren't allowed to play this or do this or whatnot. But the problem is real life gets real life where time just don't allow it. Time don't allow it. Commutes to work, working too much, getting home and being tired, the intention of having to really drag yourself to game. This is why the Nintendo Switch just became so popular. But you see, over the years, we have spent a lot of money on our Steam library and we've got a bag of games on our Steam library that we just don't want to let go. This is the way, as the Mandalorians will say. This is the way. I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah. If this is gonna allow me to play God of War on the go, Tekken on the go, all these games I've got stacked in my Steam library on the go at high quality at 1080p and high refresh rate where we can with image reconstruction techniques like, you know, super resolution. Listen, Linda, listen. This is it. This is it. I swear this is it. This is such a good way forward. And you've got to thank Steam for doing this. Steam showed the way for these companies to get off their backside with them sitting on the R&D and the research and development that they've had doing this to get this done. And there is an element of course, we needed the technology to be scalable and efficient, especially efficient enough to allow somewhere between 2 to 4 hours of gaming on the go, right? Without needing to plug in over USB-C with power delivery to get here. And we are here. We are here with the fabrication process going down from 7 nanometers down to 4 nanometers. We are here now. We are here now. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. I held off on the Steam Deck, and not because there was anything wrong with the Steam Deck. It's just, oh, this is it. This might just be it, low key. This is a good look. This is a really, 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 really good look. And to say that I'm hyped and to say that I'm not excited to see what we're working with here, especially with what ASUS are bringing, this is a good look. And AMD, this is AMD and Radeon Technology Groups in their bag when it comes to mobile system on a chip SoCs and how they're carrying the mobile gaming industry, or not the mobile gaming industry, the console gaming industry, right? Because this is a handheld console for PC. And I love having to say this, yeah. As someone that's been building PCs from 2007, within this lifetime, and I'm experiencing this, yeah, sign me up. Sign me up for real. And I mean that. Sign me up. Sign me up for real. This is such a good look. This is incredible. And again, manage your expectations, right? Let's wait for reviews. Please, no one pre-order it, including myself. But I might pre-order it for content reasons. I'm a rare exception where, because I do content, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to do content on it, right? I'm going to pre-order it, buy it, and do content on it. But I dare say just wait for people to actually give you their real-world user experience, because it is not going to be a perfect product. It's not. It's not. Why is it not going to be a perfect product? Game optimization. We just don't know how games are going to scale, especially not having an operating system as intuitive and as efficient in terms of the direct communication to hardware efficiency pipeline that the API will allow when it comes to something like SteamOS, right? We don't know how game optimization is going to scale. So bear that in mind. We don't know battery life. We don't know how the cooling solution is going to be. Like, there's so much unknowns that couldn't be discussed, right? We don't know how long you can actually game for. We don't know what options you have when it comes to being able to change the screen resolution and refresh rate. Are you going to have the option to be able to scale it down from 1080p to HD at 720p? Are you be able to scale it from 120 hertz to 60 hertz? Is it using some form of an LTPO display? Is there variable? Like, what are we working with when it comes to all these different variables? And how is Windows 11 going to really behave with it? From handheld to dock mode, there's so many questions in that retrospect of what this ROG Ally is going to be like from ASUS, that the real world user experience is still going to matter above all. But I tell you that for sure now. Compared to what the Steam Deck is at 512 gigabytes and the upgrades that it's bringing, somewhere between 650 to 750 pounds, Instacop for me personally as an early adopter. Gone. Like, as first impressions from the outside in looking, with all the people that have got hands on with it and the people that I've been seeing getting it come through, yeah. Listen, we're living in a good time right now, I gotta say. We are living in a good time right now, I've got to say, when it comes to portable, handheld, PC, console gaming. What a great time to be alive. That's my initial thoughts on the Asus ROG Ally 11th of May, next week, Thursday, a day after Google I/O, to be in fact. Yeah, 3 p.m. UK time. We're staying tuned, and you will be seeing a reaction video from me as well. Whew, can't wait.